What movie are you going to?
Oh, the classic, I expect.
Will you get in? Saturday night?
Oh, I can always try.
Oh, but
Oh,
darling.
now, don't make me stay home. You know how I hate doing nothing.
Doing nothing? Why, there are hundreds of things you can do. Have you written to Peggy thanking her for the weekend? And what about those clippings? It's an ideal opportunity.
Well, I like that. You two go gallivanting while I stay home and do those boring clippings.
Alfred Hitchcock's Dial M for Murder is celebrated as a taut, stylish thriller, and for good reason. Released in 1954, the film blended Hitchcock's signature suspense with a polished cast, including Ray Milland, Robert Cummings, John Williams, Anthony Dawson, and the luminous Grace Kelly. It marked Kelly's debut under Hitchcock's direction, cementing a partnership that would flourish in Rear Window and To Catch a Thief. However, the movie's legacy is intertwined with off-screen drama, particularly Kelly's affair with Milland, which earned her the notorious HOMEWRECKER label. Adapted from Frederick Knott's stage play, Dial M for Murder stays close to its theatrical roots, with much of the action confined to a single apartment. The story follows Tony Wendy's, a retired tennis player played by Milland, as he concocts a diabolical plan to murder his wife Margot, played by Kelly, and secure her fortune. His methodical scheming unravels when Margot turns the tables, literally stabbing his plan to death. As tension mounts, an inspector played masterfully by John Williams, reprising his Broadway role, untangles Wendys's web of lies in a cerebral game of cat and mouse. Hitchcock, ever the innovator, shot the film in 3D, a gimmick designed to captivate audiences during the short-lived craze. The technology added depth to his claustrophobic set and emphasized key props, such as the ominous scissors used in the attempted murder. The infamous scissors scene, where Margot defends herself against her would-be assassin, was so meticulously choreographed that Hitchcock reportedly lost weight from stress. Despite these efforts, by the time of the film's release, 3D had fallen out of favor and most audiences saw it in standard 2D. The production was a brisk affair, completed in just 36 days. Hitchcock's attention to detail was as sharp as ever. He personally selected every item in the Wendy's apartment and crafted a color-coded wardrobe for Kelly to mirror her character's emotional journey. Bright hues at the start symbolized Margot's carefree existence, while darker tones reflected her descent into turmoil as her life spiraled out of control. Even Kelly's nightgown, worn during the pivotal murder scene, became a point of debate between the star and the director. Kelly insisted on foregoing the velvet robe Hitchcock had envisioned, arguing for realism, a decision he begrudgingly accepted. Off-camera, Grace Kelly captivated Hollywood with her poise and beauty, yet her personal life was a storm of intrigue. During the filming of Dial M for Murder, she engaged in a torrid affair with Ray Milland, a married man 20 years her senior. The pair made little effort to conceal their relationship, and gossip quickly reached Milland's wife, Muriel. She famously confronted her husband, threatening divorce and leveraging control of their shared assets to thwart his plans to marry Kelly. Ultimately, the affair ended, but not before scandal rocked the tabloids, branding Kelly as a nymphomaniac and nearly derailing her career. Despite the controversy, Kelly's allure remained untarnished in the public eye. Her ability to exude both sophistication and vulnerability made her a perfect muse for Hitchcock. She was his quintessential icy blonde, capable of channeling innocence while hinting at deeper complexities. Critics and co-stars alike praised her, though fellow actresses occasionally quipped about her storied romantic exploits. Zsa Gabor once remarked, "She had more boyfriends in a month than I had in a lifetime, but the public will never believe it." Milland, for his part, delivered a chilling performance as the scheming Tony Wendys, a character as polished as he was sinister. His charm masked an unrelenting desperation, and his meticulous plotting provided the perfect foil to Kelly's resourceful Margot. Anthony Dawson as the doomed assassin Charles Swan, and Robert Cummings as Margot's lover Mark Halliday rounded out the stellar cast. John Williams, however, arguably stole the show with his dry wit and razor-sharp deductions as Inspector Hubbard. The making of Dial M for Murder was not without its challenges. Hitchcock initially took on the project reluctantly after shelving The Bramble Bush, an unfinished film that failed to meet his high standards. Nevertheless, he approached the adaptation with his signature ingenuity, refusing to open up the play's confined setting for the screen. Instead, he used the limited space to amplify tension, transforming the Wendesee's apartment into both a prison and a battleground. Hitchcock's subtle touches elevated the film. His cameo, this time in a reunion photo, was understated but quintessentially Hitchcockian. His meticulous direction ensured that even minor details, like the gleam of scissors or the placement of a handbag, carried significant weight. The film's suspense thrived on these flourishes, culminating in an ingenious final act, where Tony's schemes unravel with understated brilliance. Beyond the film itself, Kelly's life and career provided as much intrigue as any Hitchcock thriller. Her relationships with powerful men, ranging from fashion designer Oleg Cassini to Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi of Iran, were the stuff of tabloid legend. She famously dated John F. Kennedy before his marriage to Jackie, even attending to him in the hospital dressed as a nurse. Such tales fueled her enigmatic reputation, blending her real-life escapades with her on-screen mystique. Despite her reputation as Hollywood's golden girl, her time in the spotlight was relatively short-lived. Just 2 years after this film's release, Kelly walked away from acting to marry Prince Rainier III of Monaco. As Princess Grace, she lived out a real-life fairy tale, cementing her status as a global icon whose charm transcended the silver screen. The title, Dial M for Murder, plays into the film's thematic obsession with communication, or the lack thereof. Tony's entire plan hinges on a phone call that misfires spectacularly, a metaphor for the breakdowns in trust and intimacy that pervade the story. The telephone, both a lifeline and a weapon, becomes a symbol of Margot's entrapment and ultimate empowerment. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite behind-the-scenes story from Dial M for Murder? Did Grace Kelly's off-screen charisma enhance her on-screen performance, or was it Hitchcock's direction that truly made her shine? Let us know in the comments below.